When we think about Aladdin, we instantly imagine a classic tale of magic, love, and adventures in exotic lands. But what if I told you that the universe of the movie hides something far more intriguing? A widely discussed fan theory suggests that Aladdin doesn't take place in a distant past, as many believe, but rather in a post-apocalyptic future where the civilization we know was destroyed, forcing humanity to start over. Get ready to see Aladdin from a completely new perspective that might entirely change how you view this classic animation. From the moment the genie is freed from the lamp, he stands out with his quirky humor and unexpected references. He imitates iconic figures like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Groucho Marx, and Jack Nicholson, and mentions modern technologies like video cameras and neon signs. These cultural references belong to the 20th and 21st centuries, creating a sharp contrast with Aladdin's seemingly medieval setting. But how would the genie know these things? The theory suggests he experienced a modern era before being imprisoned, perhaps witnessing an advanced civilization at its peak. His claim of being trapped for 10,000 years reinforces this hypothesis, indicating he was conscious for millennia. It's possible he saw the peak of our society and absorbed cultural fragments, now recycled into his jokes. This would also explain his familiarity with technology, something other characters don't exhibit. Agrabah, surrounded by endless deserts, can be seen as an oasis in a devastated world. The desert might not just be natural, but the result of global catastrophes, such as extreme climate change, nuclear wars, or other disasters that rendered most of the earth uninhabitable. The imposing Sultan's palace reinforces this idea. Its golden domes and enormous size clearly draw inspiration from ancient architectures, but something feels out of place. Some theorists suggest it could be a structure from an advanced civilization, adapted by survivors to fit their new reality. Thus, Agrabah would be built on the ruins of the old world, preserving small fragments of a forgotten era. The Cave of Wonders is one of the most fascinating elements supporting this theory. Its entrance is activated by a specific password. Only those worthy may enter. This closely resembles a recognition system, like an AI programmed to grant access only to certain individuals. Furthermore, the cave seems alive, reacting to the actions of those who enter. When Aladdin breaks the rules, it goes into self-destruct mode, collapsing like an installation protecting its secrets. To Agrabah's residents, this is seen as magic, but it could easily be advanced technology left by a prior civilization. Perhaps the cave's treasures, including the magic carpet and the lamp, are invaluable technological artifacts. When the genie states he's been trapped for 10,000 years, he might be literal. This would place the movie's timeline in a distant future. Given his knowledge of modern pop culture, it's plausible he lived during our current era or accumulated information before the apocalypse. This suggests Aladdin happens not in a legendary past, but in a future where our civilization has already collapsed and turned into legends and myths. Magic, in this context, would be a form of science or technology humans can no longer comprehend. This explains why the genie seems out of place compared to other characters. He's a living relic from when the world was very different. The magic carpet is another intriguing example of an artifact possibly being advanced technology disguised as magic. It exhibits almost human behavior, with independent movements and decisions. Its ability to fly and respond to commands resembles sophisticated drones or robots, possibly developed by an advanced civilization. This directly connects to the idea that pre-apocalyptic civilization developed extraordinary inventions, some of which survived and were rediscovered by Agrabah's inhabitants. These artifacts, viewed as magical, are merely remnants of the past, reinterpreted in a world that lost its scientific knowledge. Even in a seemingly primitive setting, Aladdin demonstrates ingenuity, indicating above-average technical knowledge. From his strategies to evade guards, to his creativity with rudimentary tools, he acts as if instinctively carrying remnants of knowledge passed down generations. This suggests Agrabah's inhabitants could be direct descendants of global catastrophe survivors, living in a world where access to technology and education was severely limited. Aladdin, as the story's hero, symbolizes humanity's struggle for survival and adaptation. Even in a devastated scenario, the theory that Aladdin occurs in a post-apocalyptic world transforms how we view this classic animation. Elements like the genie's modern references, Agrabah's design, the technological nature of the Cave of Wonders, and the carpet's behavior offer hints that the movie might be set in a distant future, where modern civilization has been destroyed and humanity attempts to rebuild. However, this fascinating theory does have weaknesses. The genie's modern references might simply be comedic anachronisms without suggesting a literal timeline. Robin Williams, voicing the character, improvised many jokes and impressions, adding contemporary elements for humor and audience connection. Additionally, Agrabah is clearly inspired by a fictional Middle East rooted in the tales of 1001 Nights. Its setting blends fantasy and tradition, with no explicit mention of a post-apocalyptic past. The genie's 10,000 years claim might be typical hyperbole, reflecting his exaggerated personality rather than providing literal timeline clues. Finally, although elements like the magic carpet and the Cave of Wonders could be seen as technological, they fit comfortably within a fantasy world where magic is real. Aladdin's narrative celebrates the fantastic, and many artifacts align with magical story conventions. The theory placing Aladdin in a post-apocalyptic world is an intriguing perspective that lets us view the movie differently. Yet, the supporting evidence could be seen as creative interpretation rather than intentional storytelling. After all, the beauty of animations lies precisely in their ability to spark imagination and debates like this one. So, that was the theory suggesting Aladdin takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, a universe filled with secrets and mysteries that changes how we view this animation. What do you think? Does it make sense? Or is it just a crazy idea? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this theory, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps bring more amazing content like this. And of course, subscribe and hit the notification bell to not miss any crazy theories and fun facts about your favorite animated movies. Now, don't leave yet. A video you'll also love is appearing on screen. Click it now and explore more fascinating theories from the animation universe. See you in the next video.